Today is day 6. Today was supposed to be our last day feeding our starter. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to add an extra day. If you look at our starter, this is 24 hours. It hasn't even doubled. And I've been watching this all day because it's a weekend day, and it never rose and dropped. So what we're going to do, and this is probably good just so you know what to do if this situation happens, is I'm going to feed it now. And then I'm going to feed it again in 12 hours, and then I'll feed it again at the 24-hour mark where we come back with the video. So it should be fine. It still has activity. It's still bubbling. So there's really nothing wrong with it. It's just a very young starter. This is only 6 days old. This starter right here is 6 weeks old. And this I just fed, when did I feed this? I fed this about 4 hours ago. So it's already doubled. So this is definitely, it's just an older, more mature starter. This one's still kind of, getting its bearings. So not a big deal, but we're just going to tack on one more day. So if this happens to you, don't throw the starter away. I would say throw starters away if they smell funny, if there's mold in them. But if you have some activity, you can save it. Just maybe continue to feed it twice a day and see if that helps out until it starts to, really bubble up for you. So we're going to feed it again. We're going to do our, we're going to stir it down. We're going to get in our water. Oh, I'm sorry. We have to get rid of half of it. What was I thinking? I guess I'm so thrown off by the fact that our starter did not work, but that's okay. So we're going to stir it. Let's take the rubber band off. Let me find my line. All right, so it's still a really good starter. It just needs to mature. And I can smell it, and it smells pretty fresh. All right, and I'm going to mention this again. You have this discard. This can still be used for things once we get the starter going. Once it's mature enough, when it's really rising and falling, so you don't always have to throw this away. And then if you're not going to do bread often during the week, like every once in a while you're going to do bread, you can store it in the refrigerator and you can bring it back to life. There's plenty of websites out there that'll explain to you how to do that. I can give you a brief. Just put it in and pull it out of the refrigerator once a week and feed it. I've seen people feed it cold feeding, so basically you don't even wait till it gets to room temperature. You just discard, feed it like you normally would, and then just put it back in the refrigerator. Everything just happens at a slower rate then because it's cold. And then when you're ready to use it, you pull it out and maybe feed it for a day or two until it starts doing what we've been watching it do, which is double in size. All right, so we are going to do our 60 grams or 1/4 cup of purified water. Got that. And then we are going to do a scant half cup or 60 grams. And if you are interested in getting a digital scale, because they really do come in handy, you can get them for under $20 on Amazon. Or I have not gone shopping for them out at like Target or Walmart or any of the other places. I'm assuming they have them, but I don't know for sure. But a digital scale is actually quite handy if you're interested. But if not, that's why we're giving you the actual volume measurements to make it easy. All right, so we're going to stir this. And then we will be done. And then I will do it again in 12 hours, like I said, for it to rise our double. And then I will do it again when we tape it tomorrow in 24 hours. And then we'll talk a little bit about what you need to do to get going on making something. All right, and this does not need any extra water, which makes me really happy. And if you can tell, if you can go back in the video, you can remember how dark this was from the whole wheat flour our first day, as opposed to now, how much lighter it is. Let me get out of the light. Scrape down the sides really quick, and then I will let our videographer get in there and see what it looks like. Actually, I missed a little, and there we go. Don't forget to put your rubber band so you can keep an eye on it, because thank God for the rubber band, or I would have not known that it had not, you know, gotten to where it needed to be. So we are going to put our cover on it again loosely, and I'll be back to this in 12 hours, but I'll see you in 24.